good morning. Again, you catch me in my most flattering attire. It's around 5:30 and I just put a bread in the oven and I was starting to edit this video and I realized I had no intro because actually I did, but my last video I did an intro and didn't realize it would end up in two different videos, so whatever. I had no intro and I was basically just saying that it was we were past our most likely last frost date, and yeah, that's it. I'm out to get the chickens out, and I have these. They are just so disgusting. We have these huge insects. In French, it's called ants. I will try to put how it's called in English. You probably know about them. They make they are nighttime things, and they do have these huge white worms they put in the ground, and they have a pretty long cycle, and basically they eat the roots of a ton of veggies and grass, etc. And I learned recently, they are just disgusting. I learned recently that they are flying at night, which is why I just, because I think it's one that passed nearby, and they just, you know, when they just attach themselves, the chickens are going crazy. Basically, I found a way to sort of bait them because the chickens just love them. Look at these disgusting insects. Ugh. I just hate them. And yeah, I will open it before one flies, and they are going crazy. I should just get them off on purpose. There. They just eat them in one single bite. They love the worms too. So yeah, they are just terrible. I really don't like them. And I'm not the first person to realize these things, but I realized that they are attracted to light during the night and they fly. But I don't understand how they work on when can they fly, because I've never seen one fly during the day. Of course, because I said that, today I will most likely have one flying in my hair. But I've never seen one fly during the day. And I wake up and they're just like stunted. I don't know, because I put this right under my outdoor light. I have 3 outdoor lights, so I have one under each one, and I wake up in the morning with 5, 6, 7 in each one of them. So I think it's a nice way to get free chicken food. But we really have many of them this year. I don't know why. In the past 2 years I dug up maybe 3 or 4 of them. And if I didn't get like hundreds so far in my buckets in my garden or whatever, I think we really have many of them. That's what I'm trying to say. So that's not the point of this video. So extra tip for you if you have these things in your house, at your house. So let's catch up with the vlog.
fait qu'ils viennent là.
So I hope my view is going to be fine because I don't see. Okay, because I can't see much with the sun on my screen. So it's now around 1 o'clock. We just finished lunch and I did plant a ton of beans here. Well, more like snap peas, black beans here and there. Then in the maize I did plant some black beans there. I did plant some cucumbers here. What else did I do? Did I just do that? I did weed a little bit. So I was coming outside to continue what I was doing and then saw the male woman in my driveway. So I just received all my bushes. So of course it all happens on the same day once again. Last time was at the same time as the chickens, and now it's at the same time as our last frost date. It's fine, it's no big deal. I think I'm just going to wait for this evening to plant them. So I think I'm going to go in the greenhouse to plant. I have a ton of different types of melons. So, ok, viens le donner aux poules. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Planting melons and cucumbers since they start from seed. I don't have much more compost and yeah, bagged compost for the greenhouse. I have maybe 2 bags left, so I'm going to put that in there. I think that's where I'm going to put my focus, and I think I'm going to use some potting soil to put my seeds in. Yeah. There's a bird in the greenhouse. I'm going to leave that door open. Thankfully for that bird, my cat is not here anymore because my cat would just go after them. So I'm gonna leave the door to let it fly away.
Those are the 3 breeds that have the phenotype versus bred the pig out of pig. The problem is not the pig, the problem
I should have you back on. Could we do another episode on like the
is not out the first guy in town. We're up at the West Price Foundation conferences up at
Good evening. I don't know if I look tanned or dirty. I don't know where I left you guys yesterday because I've been doing so much. Oops, I'm going to bring you back up a little bit. So, what happened since yesterday? As I told you we're pretty much done with frosts. Well, we're supposed to for at least the next 2 weeks, and usually after the full moon of June, we don't have it. Well, we usually don't have that much frost. So I did plant a ton of shrubs, strawberry plants, blueberries and raspberries. So I'm gonna turn you guys around, show you what I did, because I sowed a lot of things, so I don't have much more to show you than yesterday, but I will actually make this video at least to remember what I put, because there are some things that I wrote on my plan and some that I didn't, and I like to see the progress. I'm going to start editing this video with not that much stuff done, and end it with a ton of it, because I'm really trying hard to remember what I did and not what I still have to do. I spent almost all summer last year being almost in a hurry to do stuff and looking at what I had to do, what I still had to do, etc., and not realizing how much I did. So I'm really trying to go with this mindset this year. I did a lot. It just doesn't look that I did since the peppers and tomatoes are not there. But I'm gonna turn you guys around and you will see how much we worked today. And my hands are not dirty since I did the dishes, but they were disgusting. And so am I still. I decided to do this before going in the bath. So we are starting here. I really need to clean that up. This bugs me every single time I come in the garden, so I'm gonna do that, but not today. I decided tonight I'm not working in the garden. I'm taking a bath and chilling. So right next to us, you saw that I put some grapevines, but I also put some raspberry here and on the other side. We'll start with this bed. First I added this arch. This one was planned to actually go into the maze, but I'm thinking since I have it and I won't use it in the maze this year since the chicken run is there, might as well use it. So I did put it there. It's I really need to sturdy it up. I did try to use the holes on this one too. I planted some beans on both sides. I think I told you that, but I did plant some squashes that Amy sent me. And before I started this video, I started this video, then received another package from Amy. She bought me marigold. She sent me marigolds and sunflowers, which are really, really nice. And the funny thing is I bought marigolds and they all died because I didn't harden them up either. So I did sow some inside and planted some all around. I can't even remember. I did sow some carrots here. I do have to sturdy up all these trellises, but I'm having a hard time. I did order yesterday night some drill bits to actually dig the holes and to have it more sturdy. This one, not this one, but the one on this one last year kept falling and it was annoying. So I'm going to do it right this year. I did plant here too. What did I plant? I think I planted some beans on both sides. I did not plant yet anything for this trellis, and I almost forgot that I didn't. I thought I was done with all my trellises, then realized I did not with this one. Here I think it's some cucumber. I did plant a ton of cucumbers. I know these two arches are just cucumbers, so we have on this side, this side, this side, and this side. And here I'm not super optimistic with cucumbers usually. We'll see. I did plant this whole half, well, this whole quarter with white beans. They are bush beans, and some beets here. I did plan for all this half to be beets, but I'm still hesitant on beets because I do like them, but I did not cook. I don't really know how to cook them very much. So I decided to use the beans last year. I planted 2 halves of beans of these beds, and I think no. I think I should have more. No, yeah, no. So this is a strawberry plant that I just planted a few hours ago, along with this one. Freya, qu'est-ce que je peux pas te donner? There. Since we're out here, yeah, I have 2 more plants, one here and one here. I had these 2 planted already. This is the nut tree I planted last week. Or 2 weeks ago, whatever, with a raspberry here, one next to this tree and this tree too. Coming back in the garden, I did plant some black beans in here And on this side, along with carrots here, we have cucumbers here. And in this one, we have beans and beans. And on this one, we are here. I know sometimes it's hard to follow. We have melons here. In this bed, I did plan to plant some beans here, but look at all these onions. Look at all these onions. And they are just there. So I'm not willing to take them out. They are, I think last year I did plant some, but most of them didn't do much. So everywhere there were gaps. I planted a whole pack of, these are beans, dry beans. And in here, I am pretty hesitant because I did that a few weeks ago. Like 1 or 2 weeks ago. I think it's beans, but I'm not sure. If nothing comes up in the next few days, I'm going to plant something else. So you saw this? Did I show you? I don't know. So I had 4 plants of blueberries. I ended up moving the chicken run here to add a little patch for the blueberries. So 2 blueberries here. I'm thinking wood chips, but I'm not sure if I want wood chips next to wood chips. So maybe some hay is going to go there. We finally have some strawberries in these pots. Not this one. I think I'm going to put some flowers in there. Then I finally filled, as if I've been waiting for this for a long time. I was pretty sure I would not even fill it this year, but my son thought that we should put some strawberries in it. So we filled that this afternoon and planted 7 strawberries in there. Between them we're gonna have some flowers too, some nasturtiums to be precise. I did have an extra pot with strawberries, and here I decided to follow the circle of my spiral here. So this is going to be, I'm thinking bush beans, but I'm not sure. That's going to happen sometime this weekend. So I did plant 5 strawberries like that. Then my kids told me, I think we should make a path here because it's a long way to go that way and that way when we really need to work. So I was thinking, yeah, sure. I've been thinking about it. So they wanted a path, and I decided to plant 3 strawberries on both sides, plus the extra 2 blueberries we had here. So this is going to finish there, and this is going to go like that. And everything looks so dirty and not complete because the chicken run is there, but oh well. In worst case scenario, I started to put my compost there, but now I'm going to put it here since there is some stuff there, and maybe during the summer when I'm done planting and more on the like, you know, the dead of the summer, when everything just needs to grow, I might work on this part and just move the run this way. So on this side we still have our apple tree. So I decided, I was not sure that I wanted some bushes. Well, bushes, it's not really a bush, but strawberries is still a perennial. So I put one in each corner here. I'm thinking about transforming a little bit, maybe putting a little bit of forest in my garden, and eventually putting a little bit of garden in my forest. If you know James Prigioni, I love how his forest is done. I'm so far from that, but I like all kinds of gardens, and I'm thinking this small food forest, someday I might put beds in there and add a little a little something. And this is the end where we put 8 strawberry bushes here. I think that's it. I think that's what we did. I think it's pretty good. I'm so exhausted. Yeah, I did put the rest of my strawberries. I think I had 20 total in my green stock. So it's weird because I don't know if it's going to change in the long run, but it's like I don't believe that's going to do something. I put all those seeds in the soil and I'm always doubting, as if it's not gonna work for some reason. I feel I wasted my time a lot because I don't know, as if it's gonna fail, as if I'm lucky it's gonna work. But I mean, I guess in a month we'll see if I've been super unlucky or not. And same with those bushes and trees. It's pretty unrealistic to me to think that these could make a ton of food like next year or in a year or two. So I'm going to go in my bath. I hope you're enjoying your garden as much as we are. And I hope you go to bed at night as exhausted as we are. So thanks for being here. See you next time. Bye.
And I love mommy.
Oh.